Today we are going to discuss lesson number 7 in our Visual Basic Programming course, and we are going to discuss about arrays. Okay. Now first let's look at the code segment given below. This one we have already learned about variables. Okay, and the variables we have discussed so far. Uh, let's look at this example. Okay, now using the dim keyword, we can declare variables dim num as integer. Okay, now this is the variable name of the variable, and now this is the data type. Okay, this is the data type of the variable, and we call this step. What do we call this step? This step is called the declaration of a variable. Okay, and once we have declared the variable like this, now we can assign a value. Okay, now this step we call it initialization. Okay, now the problem is we cannot store more than one value in this kind of situations. Okay, that is why we need arrays, and the variables that have been discussed so far can hold a single value at a time. Arrays means an array is a variable, that is, array is also a variable that can hold more than one value at a time. If you look at this code below, okay, let's look at the first line. In this way, we can declare an array. Okay, let's give name nums, and within parentheses we have to specify. Here we have to put an integer. Later I will explain this one. Okay, then what type of data? Integer. Okay, this is the declaration step of our array. Okay, once we have declared the array, then how many values can be stored in the array? Okay, here you have to, if we have put 2, that means number of elements to the 2 you have to add 1, then you can store 3 values in this array. Okay, so now how can we assign? Now there are 3 values. We can assign in this way. Nums 0, 34. Now there are 3. This one we assign the value 58. Then nums 2, here you can assign the value 26. Okay, and now this step we call it the initialization of the array. Now this number, okay, this number we call it the index. Okay, index of this element is 0. In the element where the index is 0, we store 34. Okay, likewise we can graphically represent it like this. Here you have, now we can store 3 values 0, 1, 2. Okay, now here you have to specify the maximum index, not the number of elements. Maximum index is 2, so you can store 2 plus 1, 3 values you can store in this array. Okay, and here 34 and 58 and 26. Okay, this is our index. Okay, 3 values we can store. Now in this paragraph I have given you the index of each value is shown in red color. The value in 0 index is 34, the value in first index is 58, the value in second index is 26. Okay, now let's move to the next paragraph. In order to declare an array that can hold 3 values, the code segment, this code segment was used in order to declare an array with 3 elements. Okay, the maximum index. Here we specified the maximum index of the array. Okay. Now, if we want to display the content in the array, we use message box dot show. Inside here, if you are going to display the first value, let's say first value, we put colon, and here we have the, what is this? This is, we have already learned, this is the concatenation operator, and nums 0. Here this will be converted to a string automatically since we have put it on inside show method, and concatenate, that means concatenate this one with this. Okay, so in the same way we can display the 3 values. Okay, now let's see, we discussed integer arrays. Now, not only integer arrays, we can create string arrays as well. This is an example. We declare dim, okay, then variable name blood. Here within parenthesis you have to give the maximum index. That means how many values can be stored in the array. To the maximum index we have to add 1. Then 4 values can be stored in this array as, okay, as string. This is the declaration part of our string array, and as we have discussed earlier, you can assign values. In this way you can assign values to its elements, and graphically you can represent it like this. Okay, graphically you can represent it like this. And then now again look at the segment given below. If we declare, suppose a situation where we do not know the number of values in the array in advance. Okay, in that case we can put empty parentheses here. That means we do not specify the maximum index, since we do not know the number of values in the array. Okay, so we put it as integer. Then we can declare a variable dim n as integer. Okay, this is the, now to this we can put any value, and there is a keyword redim nums, we put n here. Okay, that means now this array can hold 11 elements, because this is our maximum index. Okay, so this is useful when we design a system, and from the user we need to take the number of values in the array. In that case, this value we can take as the user input. Okay, that is why we need this redim keyword. Okay, now let's go to the next paragraph. An array can be declared with empty parenthesis if the number of values in the array is unknown at the beginning. Later, using the keyword redim, the number of values in the array can be specified. Okay, so now we move to another section in arrays, that is called multidimensional arrays. Multidimensional arrays can also be declared. For an example, a two-dimensional integer array is given below. So here a two-dimensional integer array is given. Okay, now if you look at this, okay, I will quickly draw this one. Now this is a two-dimensional array, and these are the indices. In this direction we have indices, and 54, 32, 64, 21, 87, 57, 98, okay, 75, 49, 17, 67, 35. This is a two-dimensional array because we have indices in horizontal direction as well as vertical direction. Now, how can we declare this array? So you can use dim keyword. Okay, let's give a name. Any name you can give, and number of rows here, 3 rows, and maximum index is 2. Okay, 4 rows, maximum index is 3. Okay, and we are willing to store integer values here. Therefore, data type we can specify as integer. Okay, now another two variables we need, row and column. Okay, and now this is the initialization part. I will explain one particular one, initialization part. If you want this one, okay, then how we can put it? Array first one first column. This one 1 1. We put 57. Okay. Then if you want this one, how can we put that? Array, how can we put that? Well, 1 2 1 2, that is equal to 98. Okay. Likewise, we can do the initialization part, and now we need a for loop. Now, in order to display the values, now there are how many values? 3 into 4, 12 values are there. No? 12 values are there. If you use a message box, you will have to write 12 lines. But instead of doing that, we can use in this way row number. We can use a for loop. You have already learnt about for loops 0 to 2. Okay, this is our outer loop. Okay, row. Here we can put this one. Okay, then we can distinguish this next belongs to our this 4. Okay, now here inside this one you can write another for loop, column 0 to 3. Okay, 0 to 3. Then inside this one you can write message box dot show array row column. Okay, in this way we can write this one. Now let's look at how it works. Okay, 5798, 5798. Okay, this is our two-dimensional array. Now we have two loops here. No? We have two loops here, and it comes here row number initially equal to 0. Okay, in our outer loop row number equal to 0. Then it comes here column number equal to 0. Okay, 0. Then this message box 0 comma 0. This value will be 0 comma 0. Okay, then this loop come to the next number, column 1 1 0 1. Okay, then column 2 0 2. 0 2 value means 64 will be displayed. Then column 3 0 3. Now this loop is over. Okay, this loop is over. Then in outer loop again it will be row 1. Okay, row 1. Then column values will go from 0 to 3. Then row number, again it comes to column values goes from 0 to 3. Okay, after that we exit from the nested loop. Okay, uh, okay, that is the end of our arrays section. Okay, thank you.